Well, the Whisper Network really isn't calming down. They're changing the narrative now in the comic industry to say, hey, we're not going to engage in this victim blaming about the women, of course, that Ed PIskor allegedly groomed out there. Now, as I've reported on the news here, as a just journalist and reporter who's fair and balanced, the most trusted name in comics news, I've gotten a lot of hate. I've gotten a lot of heat on these topics, and of course, pressure to not even cover these topics at the end of the day. And I would like to tell the cancel pigs out there who are, threatening over the last 72 hours, telling me I need to off myself. Of course, sending other threats, saying watch your back and creepy other messages towards me nonstop. I'm getting hundreds of them from these Cartoonist Kayfabe fans. And what I'm going to tell you is right now, I'm not going to back down. I'm not going to be afraid of you. I don't care about your Whisper Network leftist agenda, and I'm going to report the news as it is accurate. And I'm going to talk about Alex De Campi today, because Alex De Campi finally has said something about this. She's been very, very quiet after Ed PIskor named her in his suicide note, and she has not responded to anything. She's just been absolutely just trying to avoid this. But her tweets went protected, so she thinks that, of course, now she can engage in her Whisper Network politics once more and not have anybody noticed. Now, she's not saying anything herself, but she's just retweeting something, and she's lamenting that the industry is now changing. And I guess she's going to probably lose a little bit of her clout here. And that's what it's been all about, clout for Alex De Campi in this entire situation. She's been doing this for years. If you didn't know how she went after your boy Zach and others over the last decade, you've not been following along very well. But she's one of those people that's right in there. It's her, Heidi McDonald, Rich Johnston, Gail Simone, and Jody Hauser. All these people are part of this little Whisper Network trying to cancel people nonstop for their own positions in the industry. And what they do is actually get male simps with them as well, male little feminists, and then those people hover around them. They do something creepy, and then they cancel their male feminist friends, and it's a vicious circle of victimhood, right? And that's exactly what these people try to create out of the industry, because they can't create good comics themselves. We already know that at this juncture. So let's get into what Alex De Campi has to say on this in just a moment. My name's John Delarose. If you're new to the channel, hit the like and subscribe button, and I am the editor-in-chief of Fandom Pulse. Fandom Pulse is the pop culture entertainment journalism which has no fear. We do not bow to the Whisper Network. We don't bow to cancel mobs. We just report the news, and that's why we're so trusted, and that's why we're growing like hotcakes here. And we really appreciate everybody who is behind us and, of course, helping us compete against the evil out there like Comics Beat and Bleeding Cool and CBR. Those people are just shills for the Access Media, and we're not going to be that over here. Thanks again. All right. Here it is, and here's my article this morning. Alex De Campi breaks silence on Cartoonist Kayfabe's Ed PIskor, retweeting it's harder to come forward against men in the comic industry. Pretty funny about that. Now, what she said originally on this situation was, all I want is for young women to be able to draw and post their work online and not immediately be descended upon by sad older comics dudes who can't get anyone else to F them in the hopes that they can bamboozle the fresh meat into giving them the time of day. I just want young women creators and female presenting creators, oh, so virtuous, to be able to have the same experience as male creators. If you're wondering what the difference is, a lot fewer male presenting creators experience sexual predation, couched as help. Anyway, Ed PIskor's sock puppet account, who's been confirmed not to be his sock puppet account, as he's still posting, seems to be posting this to a thread of kayfabe discords or something, because the man doesn't know when to log off and take the L. So she's been really quiet about this, as said, and has gone protected. But Alex De Campi, you can't hide when you're out there doing your Whisper Network business behind closed doors. Everything on the internet comes out eventually. And she reposts this from Tyler Crook. Interesting name. It has always been really hard for women to come forward when men in our industry try to use their position in disgusting and coercive ways. This week, a dude made it 1,000 times harder. I feel like the call needs to be for men in this industry to do the work Ed PIskor was unwilling to do. Well, I really think it's pornography culture. I really think it's male feminism that is the issue here, Mr. Crook. And you trying to virtue signal on this is not going to do anything. It's not doing the work. It's not that hard not to go out there and DM, 16, 17-year-old girls, asking them for nudes and things like that. And yes, we had another person come forward and actually tell us this privately, who does not want to actually be out there because of course, they see all the cancel mob happening on this kind of thing. The comic industry is just filled with male feminists, and these male feminists do this idol worship of women. They're what's called gamma males at the end of the day, and because they've ostracized normal men from the industry and created this little whisper network of feminism, this has been the problem that's gone forward. Now, this, like I said, it creates a circle because you get the male feminists trying to simp for the feminists. They're socially awkward and then say something inappropriate to the feminists. The feminists become a victim, and it's a cycle over and over and over again. All of these people are just ridiculous. We just want this whisper network to go away. We want a complete blank slate for the comic industry to change so that we can actually just create good books again and just have fun again like it used to be before all these people took over and ruined everything. That's the work that really needs to be done. And yes, people like you are going to be unwilling to do it, Mr. Tyler Crook and Miss Alex De Campi, because you guys don't actually want to do the work. You want to create these little whisper network clout structures over and over and over again to play this kind of victim card over and over and over again. That's all it's about. It's all about clout structures, and Ed PIskor is a victim of that clout structure and being a participant in that at the end of the day. Now, what he did was pretty gross. Did it deserve any of this stuff? No. But that all is a separate issue. And I know that I've got a bunch of nuanced people watching who can understand that it is bad to be a 40-year-old man and start DMing 16, 17-year-old girls this stuff. It's also bad that this happened, and it's also bad that this whisper network has something here. They're not all mutually exclusive. And we're going to keep telling the truth. We're going to keep calling it out despite all the pressure. We do not care over here. We're not going to bow to any of this kind of thing in the comic industry. It's a disgusting place, and it absolutely needs to change. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.